Hello, my friends. I welcome you to another episode of Aditya Talks. And today we have Miss Aaryama, and she is going to she's here with us, and she's going to share a lot of interesting information and experience with us. So, welcome to the show, Miss Aaryama, and please tell us about yourself.
Thank you so much. I'm really glad to be a part of this show. So I'm Aaryama Singh, and I'm 17-year-old. I live in Indore, India, and I'm currently an author. I just wrote my first book, and I'm also a passionate filmmaker. And I'm proud to say that I'm directing my first short movie, and I'm really excited to share it with you when it's complete. I'm also very enthusiastic about cultures, and I love to know more about people and where they live and what they do and how they do it. And I also like to learn more about people and spread the ideas of humanism and help people as much as I can in any way.
That's great. So once again, welcome to the show. You're an author, and you have an interest in filmmaking. So what is common between these two industries? These two industries and sorry, let's yeah. So what's common between these two hobbies, and what is your idea of expression, which expression to the world for what you are?
I believe that both are methods of storytelling. Some people read, some people watch movies, but I think more people watch movies. That's why I chose a cinema as something that I'd like to pursue as my career. But of course, writing is something that impacts people a lot. It inspires people. And they're both methods of storytelling through which maybe I can express my ideas and how I want to help people in the future. So that's why I chose both the mediums. So whichever works out for me. But I'm definitely going to do filmmaking because people are more into movies. So I
Yeah.
can spread my ideas.
Yeah, so that's pretty interesting. So you say that you're focusing on three key areas for people to contribute positively. These are freedom, acceptance, and equality. So that's really good, but can you elaborate for the audience what is the importance of these three areas and how they are interrelated to becoming a better person?
So basically, these three are very interrelated because freedom to express yourself, freedom to pursue what you want to do. Many people, in fact, all over the world, not just in India, they are not free to choose what they want to do. They are forced into different kind of activities that they really don't want to do. Like I'll take a basic example: how a student who really has to choose his subjects is forced into taking PCM, which is physics, chemistry, and mathematics, instead of pursuing arts that he'd like to do. So people are forced at like small levels to do something that they don't want to do. So that's something that really triggers me, and that's something that I really want to change because I believe that when a person is free to do what he wants to do, he just does his best and puts his best, and that's how society grows and functions. About acceptance, people need to accept that a person is different, that a person is unique in his own way, and they should not force their opinions on people. They should just accept that what he believes is correct for him, and that's what is going to help him grow and make himself more better as a person. So just accept ideas and not force him into doing stuff, which comes back to freedom. And equality is something that is really not there in society, which I'm really sad to say, because it happens. Then we come back to the topic of feminism, that girls don't get more opportunities and they're paid less, and there are many other things that happen with girls which are really not good for the society. So I think equality is something that will come when freedom and acceptance like work hand in hand. That's when equality will come. That's when people will recognize and accept people for what they want to do. If a girl wants to be a bartender, then they say that you shouldn't be that. You stay late at night. That's not right for you. Why is it not right for her if she wants to do it? She can protect herself. So that's how these three are related, and that's how these three should work, and that's what I'm trying to portray through my things.
Well, very true. There is a lot of issue regarding freedom and all of that, and it's really great to see you have doing work on these things. And I hope you do many things with these ideals. So How do you think the youth of today can make an impact on the world through filmmaking or others areas related to it? What is your advice to motivate people to join this field?
I think filmmaking is a field which has so many jobs that people haven't yet discovered. Like when we talk about filmmaking, we think about actors, we think about producers, we think about directors. We never think about the normal people on the set, the grip guys, the people who really help put the set together. No one thinks about them. No one recognizes them. So I think if people join together, if they're really respected, I think everyone who is in the film industry can make an impact together, because every person thinks differently. But if a person just inspires other people to think what is right, not something that's wrong, we see how it does in history. So if like someone inspires people to do something right, which I really want to do, I think the whole film industry together can move forward. That's why I believe that people should join film industry more and more, because movies are something that make a huge impact on the public. And I just like to say that please just chase your dreams, because if you do, you're not going to regret it later when you're at home doing sitting nothing, just earning money off something that you don't really want to do.
Well, that's very true. You have to pursue your passion on all of that, and well, it is a real shame seeing that a lot of external things affect a lot the mentality of the youth these days. So it is really bad. So you should follow what your heart says, not someone else. And thank you for pointing that out. Well, so you found your why during your early teens and already started the action towards your goals, which is pretty rare among youth because they are very confused up until their maybe I've seen people being confused up until their 20s, and having that clarity at such a young age is very rare. So how do you think and what is your advice to others on finding their passion and why?
What I did was I just found out what I really like doing or what I see myself doing. What I really think, like I am a very intuitive and spiritual person, so I just trust my gut, whatever it tells me to do. And one day I was like, I realized that I have to do direction in February. I had always had this in mind that I have to do direction. I have to, but I never really, took it seriously up until February. I was sitting at night, like at 2 a.m., and then it just struck me that I don't want to do what I'm doing anymore. I want to do direction because it spoke to me. What you do over the years really shapes your personality and what you want to do. So I just want to say that please just trust your gut and see how you've been living your life. What have you been doing the most? What you have been thinking about the most? That's what you want to do. That's what your passion is. If you've been playing a guitar for like 20 years and you're confused doing a corporate job, just play the guitar. You've done it. You've done the practice. You've thought about it. You've put your energy into it. And if you put your energy into something, it definitely manifests. So just think what you've been doing. Just reflect on yourself. Go within. Find out what you really want to do. Find out your desire and burn for something, and just go after it. Whatever it is, doesn't matter what it is.
Well, that's certainly great. So that was so what you're saying is basically, I'm just summarizing it for my viewers. You're saying that just do what you want to do, but so like I myself found out I also found it the hard way. I just tried many things, and then I thought, why I like sharing and talking to others. So you're basically, so that's pretty great. So can you please tell me about what should you advise to your youngsters to clearly define their why and to how to pursue it? So basically, not many children have the resources and all of that to pursue their passion, because some people want to become an actor or maybe something like that, but they don't have the resources. If someone wants to become an engineer, he does, and maybe he does not have a laptop or a computer or something. So how to pursue their passion then?
That is very true. That lack of resources is a big issue, and I hope that I get a chance to work on it in the future as I've planned. But uh, I believe that when you're really stuck to one thing and you try and find ways out, they really come to you. You cannot just sit there and dream about things and they're just going to fall into your lap. That doesn't happen ever. So you have to reach out to people, talk to people, put it out in the open that I really want to do this, I really want to do this, and like just keep on hoping, keep on holding on to your dreams. That's like a person can spot you and go like, I heard about this and I really want to give you a chance. I mean, that's how it starts for me. So I just really
Okay.
want to say that please hold on to your dreams and do not give up on them, because if you're really investing your thinking time and your and like your energy into it will really manifest. So all we can do is like hope that it happens for people who lack resources, and just reach out and try out for more opportunities.
Okay. How do you plan to bring the best out of the youth and assist them through the field of films? As you say, as you have pointed out like many times.
So basically, I cannot do that right now. I mean, I'm trying my best, but I've decided that when I become someone established as a film director, then I'd like to go on a talent hunt and, hunt people who are really talented from all across the globe so that I can give them chances and like help them bring out their best. As of now, what I can do is roam around. In the nearby place or my city and try to give people chances on my scripts and what I make as short films. I really want to put some social issues into my movies and put it out, bring the the emotional segment into them so that people can connect to it more. And then if they're really reaching out, I just really want to be open to the whole world. So that if someone's really reaching out, so I can help them and not like, I don't really want to waste any talent. So that's what I'm aiming for.
Okay, so that's what you want, and that's what you preach. Don't waste any talent, and that is very good. But cinema world is full of hype and has a lot of nuances when like connected to to it, like nepotism, and there are a lot of issues into it. So, what do you think? What all issues and hurdles do you find in the cinema industry which really affect the new entrants?
So you rightly pointed it out. I mean, nepotism really affects cinema, and it's something that I personally do not like. And it's really tough for new people to get into cinema because of all this. But basically, I believe that if you have the talent and if you have the drive, you find your way out. Eradicating nepotism is something that's going to take a lot of years, and it's something that I'll try my best to do. And as I said, I'll try and give chances to as many people as I can. So if you're a new entrant like me from across the globe, and like, it's not just about nepotism, it's about from where are you from. If you're not from the same place, then that you're not matched with the people who are really at the same place. So I just say that, if you really want to do something, start at a small age, or just start right now and put all your hard work into it, put your 24 hours, put your 365 days into it, and prepare the best you can to get there and be the best from among the best of the same place. So nepotism is something that I really can't do anything about, and it's something that is really not right. So yeah, all I need to say is just, as of now, if you're a new entrant, just keep working like I am, and try and be the best, because that's something you cannot remove until you're really into the industry and have a respectable name.
Okay. So what so if you could travel in time and you really had control over the cinema industry or had influence in the industry, how could you imagine and explain the what the ideal film industry should look like with the equal opportunities for the experienced and the talented and the new like entrants in the industry?
Well, I think the ideal cinema is going to be a place where everyone is really into harmony with each other. People respect every job. They're giving new opportunities. Ideas are accepted, and of course, new entrances are, guided and not used. How? people exploit people. They're not used, they're guided to be better, they're guided to do better things, they're guided and they're given more opportunities. And experienced people are mentors, helping them out, helping them with ways they can be better. And of course, equality around, like, no gender discriminations, equal pay, wages, so all of that. So I think that's something that should be there in the future.
Okay. So okay. That was good and interesting. So can you please tell? So you say you are an MCU fanatic. What does this mean to you? And what is MCU? And how has this interest developed?
So I remember that I went to watch Captain America Civil War in theaters, and that movie really just made me a big MCU fanatic, and I binge watched all movies. MCU is basically the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is based on Marvel Comics by Stan Lee. And I am a big fanatic, and I really like to watch all those movies, all the series. I'm keeping up with all the series that are coming up, and I'm watching every episode. So the interest is developed in me. That was because of the ideas of some characters. Like there's some brilliant characters in the MCU, like Captain America, Tony Stark. Everyone knows them. So there's some really great characters with great ideas, with great minds, and like strong moral compass. So I was really inspired by their ideas and how they like walk and talk, and how they're progressing in life, and how they try their best to bring the better in people. So I was really inspired by that.
Okay. MCU is also a lot is close to a lot of children around the world. So it is common with like many children. It gives me immense pleasure to announce to the audience that you, ma'am, have been recently published a book called The Lie Called Macy. And please tell me about this journey of writing this book and how did everything evolve.
So basically, I started writing this book. I mean, this idea came into my head in 2020, and it was initially going to be a comic. It was not going to be a novel. So I had decided with all my strength that I'm going to learn how to draw, and then I'm going to make a comic and get it published. But then, as I wrote the script and I came to December, I realized that comic is not going to work. So I decided to make it into a novel. I consulted my friend who writes too. So she told me, yeah, you can make it into a novel. And I started working on it, and I worked for 3 months, and I got it published, and now it's out. I've been writing for many years, and there were many people who like discouraged me and did not like my writing, but that never stopped me. I was like, it's okay, you don't like my writing, maybe you should just improve your choices. So I started writing more, I improved, and now I really have my book out. So it's been a really great experience for me, writing a book, having a chat with the publishers, keeping up with what's going on, deciding upon the book covers, and it's been a really great journey.
Okay. So, what are the key points which our audience should know, and so that they should buy this book?
So basically, my book deals with how a teenage mind develops under the wrong influence. I mean, it's not really wrong, but when you get to the end of it, I don't want to give any spoilers. When you get the end of it, you realize that what's really wrong, and what's really wrong with the world, and how people are used, how people are exploited for their abilities, and how they can like break free through them with the proper guidance and support. So that's what my book talks about. So if you're really facing some issues, then maybe you can get some ideas how to escape from that prison.
Okay. So that's pretty interesting. And are you excited? How do you feel now that you have made this happen? Are you going to write a second book, or what are your views on this?
So yeah, I'm very excited. The day my book was like out, I was jumping, and I was really very excited because I'm looking forward to people reading it. And yes, I'm going to write a second book because the first book ends at a very like mysterious note. So I really have to write a second book, and I hope it's good too. It gets good reviews.
Okay. So What is your roadmap? What is your roadmap? Like to achieve the goal you have been planning in the next in the next few coming years.
So after my 12th, which is right now, I decide to do a filmmaking course and I get my graduation in that. And then I get my post graduation in film direction. After that, I try and enter into the industry as however as I can, like through short movies, through film festivals, or anything that's out for me in different ways that maybe I haven't heard of. I like surprises. So maybe they can surprise me that way and I can enter through those modes. And after I get in, I try and build up my reputation, make amazing movies, try and get as many people connected, and then if I really do get a chance, or maybe I'll make a chance to work on this and give people as many opportunities as I can, find talents and help them grow and help everyone around me.
Okay, so can you please tell us why should anyone not fear doing things that they want to do? Because you have been talking about finding your passion, finding your why. So there are a lot of children who fear this. So please tell us about that.
So I think that why you shouldn't fear doing your thing is because you're the best at it. I mean, if you're in a group of people and you're doing a thing that's really not, everyone's league, then you're literally one step ahead of them, and you should do it more so that people will get inspired and try and talk to you and be like, can you please tell us about what you do? That really gives you confidence that you're doing something good. As far as having the fear of not doing the thing is concerned, everyone fears things. Even I feared when I was like writing the script of my first movie. I feared when I finished my book and I had to give it to publication. Why I did it was because I believe in myself. So first of all, you need to learn how to believe in yourself. That can only come when you recognize yourself and recognize your achievements. If you cannot do it yourself, like, I need help with that. So find yourself someone who can really motivate you. It could be your parents, it could be your friends, your cousins, anyone. Just find your people who really want to see you grow, and I'm sure that they'll inspire you to do your best. That's how you find that you're worth it, and you can really pursue your dreams. It helps you make believe in yourself, in everyone around you. It helps you get that emotional consent from yourself that yes, I can do it.
Okay, so that is very interesting. So please advise few things that can be changed for girls in India to open their wings and allow them to fly. How can we do this?
I think what we really need to do about girls not being able to pursue their dreams is change the mentality of the people who are around them. Definitely of some girls, because they're just afraid of pursuing their dreams. So with the proper counseling, with the proper motivation, I think anyone's ideals can be changed. Anyone can be influenced in the right way, not in the wrong way. So I think what we should do is send out more messages, send out more, revolutionary ideas for girls to really pursue their dreams, because who doesn't want to live their dream life? Everyone does. And girls are restricted. Yes, that's a sad point. So I think we should really try and talk to the parents. We should really try and talk to the people who are around them, who are chaining her down. And we should definitely talk to the girl, what she wants to do, if she's happy with it. Basically, they should just be allowed anything. It really shouldn't matter. And how I'm planning to do is through movies and books.
Okay, so that's pretty interesting. Who are your role models from whom you have been inspired the most in the film industry?
So, well, my role models keep changing. Sometimes I really like an actor, an actress, but as of now, why I chose direction is because, like, because someone inspired me, and that is Harry Holland, and he lives in the UK, and he's a director too. And I mean, he's not on the big screen yet, but I'm really hoping that like that he comes, because he really inspires me. I watched his first movie, Roses for Lily, back in 2020, and I was really moved by the concept and the way the movie was made, which really, ignited that in me that, this is a really good way to portray your ideas. So as of now, it really inspires me to be a better person. And every time I go out and direct, I just really think about how he does it and do my thing. So he really inspires me right now.
Okay, so that's great. So what is your parents' contribution to is to making you achieve your goals, and how? Because not many in the Indian society, finding your passion as in the youth is hard, but it is not impossible. After finding your passion, the hard part comes when you persuade your parents, and how to get support from parents, because parents usually in India want engineering or being a doctor. So they it is a real issue when it comes to persuading them. So did your parents contribute, and if they did, how did they do it?
My parents have always been supported for like everything and anything that I do. I am a theater kid and I've been sent to the theater since like a tender age. Since I was 5, I've been doing theater. So they knew that I was really connected to acting and all. And they really supported me for the book too. I really don't have any, chains on me, so they just help me and support me in every way possible. And I think everyone should be like that, every parent should be like that, because if you have a child, it's your duty to support them. It's your obligation. That's what you're supposed to do, to support the kid. And of course, you really need to guide them and scold them sometimes, because kids can make wrong choices. So they're definitely entitled to support the children and stop them if they do something wrong. So I believe that if you really see like an ignited passion in the eyes of your child when he's talking about something, don't shut him up. Try and listen. Maybe that's a great career in the future. Try look it up. Even the kids should, try and persuade. Like tell them that I really want to do this. I'm very serious about this. So please just support me, and I'm sure that the outcome will be amazing.
Okay, that's great. And if I would ask, what would your advice be to the parents if they are watching this episode?
The advice to the parents would be that try and make your child be open to all kinds of ideas, and do not chain them with orthodox ideas. Don't do that, because they change and society is dynamic, it's changing, culture changes. And as of now, everything is so intermixed. People are like, there's a big interaction of people all across the globe. The ideas are mixing, changing, the different kinds of things coming up. So don't restrict them from thinking anything. Just explore into what your child is trying to say and support them if you think it's right. But if the child is really passionate and really ignited about it, can't stop thinking about it, can't stop talking about it, so please just don't chain them down. Try and give your child a chance to really prove himself.
Okay. So if I could ask a question, which is your favorite movie, which you think has the best story and direction?
There are countless movies which has the best story and direction. Well, I like a couple of them. Can I state them?
Yes.
I think all the Avengers movies are amazing. The best action I think I've ever seen. Well, I also like The Impossible, and I also like The Devil All the Time. And there are countless movies like The Nightcrawler, Prisoners, and many other movies which are really, really great, acting wise and direction wise, because the scenes, how they're shot, and how the actors have portrayed their character is really natural and really like, it really connects to people. You really get into the skin of the character. So yeah, these are some of the movies that I really personally like.
Yes, Marvel MCU is a very great franchisee. And have you watched Shang-Chi, which has just come out like recently?
I really wanted to, but theaters in my area are like closed, so I really can't go, and it's really burning me because I really want to watch Shang-Chi, but I cannot. So I'm just waiting till things are normal and I can go, or maybe like get it on Hotstar.
Okay, so I'm going to watch Shang-Chi today only. So I'm also a very big Marvel fan, and well, that's great to hear. So, Please advise two people whom you would like to see and learn from on this show.
Well, I think we should talk to. I mean, I think if you can, you should talk to like someone who's really, oppressed, or someone who really has some problems, so that they can come out and people can share. The other is, I'd really like if you could interview Harry Holland. I mean, he's really my inspiration. I'd really like to see him on the show. So they're the two people that I really want.
Anyone you know?
Anyone I know? I don't know. I cannot suggest right now. Maybe I'll get back to you about it.
Okay, that's great. Lastly, I hope you enjoyed this show. Please advise what unique thing you have liked about Aditya Talks, my this channel, and any suggestions which should be incorporated to improve the experience. From the point of the viewers, of course.
Well, I think this has been a really fun interview, and I've really enjoyed every moment of it. I think you're very open to new ideas and accepting them, and talking about stuff which is not really talked about. And that's what I really like about the show, that you can come on, talk about things, be really comfortable, and this is something that I don't want to be changed. And I don't think I have any suggestions, because this has just been a wonderful experience for me to talk about anything and everything that I like. There were no restrictions, so I really like the show. So I've enjoyed it a lot.
So thank you for coming on the show, viewers. If you're still watching, it's great. Thank you for watching till the end. Leave your comments down, and of course, I'll put the Amazon link of the book, ma'am's book, The Lie Called Macy, in the description below. Please be sure to check that out, because it's a very interesting book. And ma'am, thank you for coming on the show. It was a great honor to talk to you. And I hope
Thank
we
you
have
so
many
much.
more interviews. And I hope
Yes,
I
definitely.
will in the coming years I will see your movies on the big screen.
I hope so too. Thank you. It's been a wonderful experience talking to you.
Yes.